Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all of the extra subscriptions yesterday and all the likes and stuff like that, guys. I really appreciate it. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you're returning to this channel, welcome back. As I mentioned in my previous video, this video is going to be just a quick once over with makeup for guys. This is going to just be a guide tutorial, although women can follow this as well. Girls, if you're fumbling around in makeup and you're trying to figure out how to do certain techniques or whatever, then then I've got you as well. It's all good. Going back to my previous thing though, for guys, this like I said in my previous video, it's gonna be a bit more intimidating, I think, for guys, because obviously, like I said, it's aimed particularly traditionally more towards women and stuff like that. But we ain't here for that. We're here for what we can make of this. So this should be kind of cool. This is going to be a slightly longer video, obviously, because I'm going to be doing the makeup as I go, step by step and stuff like that. And I will touch over what you're going to need beforehand to obviously get yourself started. But yeah, guys, if this is your first time putting makeup on, don't be intimidated. There was a lot that I had to cover. I made a few mistakes in the beginning, so hopefully if we can fast track you on that start and whittle down your mistakes and stuff like that, then I got you. It's all good. So right off the bat, if this is your first time putting makeup on, if you're just a regular guy like I was, and you are wanting to bridge the gap into the Gothic subculture, then this is going to be very intimidating for you on your first try. I would say for your first go over, just step into it lightly, not only for yourself, but for everyone else that you're around and stuff like that. They are going to be exposed to this as much as you are for the first time. But you're going to want to step into this nice and lightly. Just take it as it comes. It will give you time to iron out mistakes as you go. And so that when you come to be in the presence of other people, you're going to whittle down those mistakes. You're going to feel more confident overall with with not only the application, but just walking around in it in general. And you'll get those initial shocks as well, where you, I don't know, boot up your phone, see your face, go past a mirror or something like that. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm actually wearing makeup. All of these things will happen. Don't worry about it. Don't be intimidated. It is new. But it's one of those things in the Gothic subculture where I realized very soon, very early on, that if you are dressing goth and you do have just a plain face, this solid block of black is going to drown out your face. So you're going to need to bring your face and your features more prominently into what you're wearing. There is the other thing that it can also make what you're wearing look like a costume without makeup. There may be obviously some exceptions to that, but as a general standard, I realized very quickly that dressing goth is kind of like a three-piece suit. If you go in a fancy shirt and jeans and wear a waistcoat, okay, but it's not the uniformity of the look. So you have to, if you're going to wear the shirt, you've got to wear the trousers. If you're going to wear the trousers and the shirt, you've got to wear the tie and the jacket as well. It comes as one. And so when you dress accordingly, you're going to look at your face and you're going to be like, okay, all right, something needs to happen here. So here we go. So to start with, guys, I have these. Now, excuse my dirty brush. I did not come prepared. Normally, it's really good practice, guys, to clean your brushes. And you will realize, guys, straight away that these are not makeup brushes. These are paint brushes. And there are two reasons for that we can go over quickly. Paint brushes, just normal soft bristle. You avoid anything hard bristle, guys. You don't need it. They are slightly larger, so you get slightly more product on your brush, and it takes less time to apply, which when you are doing goth makeup for the first time, it can take a while. And you're going to be making quite a few mistakes and stuff like that. But the larger the brush, the quicker the application, and you can get going on your day that much quicker. And I'll bring that up in another video that I want to do after this one. Just a little bit about what you can expect by dressing goth or starting to become goth through, you know, my years of, you know, obviously doing it. So yeah. So guys, first time, base, jump street, you know, just you're getting started. What do you need? So you are going to need a set of brushes, and that can either be makeup brushes or that can be just regular paint brushes. Go careful with cheap brushes, guys. I cannot explain this enough. Cheap brushes, the bristles will come away. They will go in your eye, guys. And and it's happened to me. It's happened to me a bunch, especially with wearing contact lenses and stuff like that. It sucks. Avoid it. Buy once, cry once. Get yourself some nice brushes. If you're sincere about, you know, doing this for the long haul, it'll be something that will pay its way in the long run, guys, because cheap brushes come and go. And with the amount that you buy cheap brushes, you might as well just save up and just get yourself a really decent pair, guys. So go ahead and do that. Once you've got your brushes, then you're going to be moving on to actual makeup itself. Now, and this is why I want to obviously address this towards men, because women, you know, you're going to be well versed in you know, applicants, primers, exfoliants, all these sorts of things. As a general rule, you guys are going to be more kind of like, oh yeah, I know where I'm at with that, or I'm comfortable with that. Guys, if you're just starting on, they're not going to have this. They're not going to have this in the bag at all. So I must address this towards you guys and pay you guys due diligence. So you're going to need, obviously, your brushes. You are also going to need some sort of a makeup primer. Now, if you're going to be going out and about, for the first couple of times especially, you're not going to remember that you're wearing makeup. You're going to be rubbing your eyes, stuff like that. You're going to look down at your hands and be like, oh, you know, I've smudged my makeup. Don't worry, it happens. Once you've got it on after a couple of times, you're going to realize, you're going to remember, can't touch my eye, have to dab it, stuff like that. It'll come with time, trust me. Now, in the beginning, you're going to be touching your face, smearing it all around and stuff like that, and not remembering and stuff like that. So there's something you can do to stop yourself from getting those initial smudges and stuff like that, and it is a primer. So with makeup, guys, it is an incredible world of makeup out there, and I completely understand. Not only are you going to be putting it on your face for the first time, but you're also going to be exposed to different like regimes of how it works, and it's going to be completely overwhelming. Don't worry, for this, we're just going to keep it nice, straightforward, basic. You got your brushes, you are going to need yourselves a primer. So what do I mean by primer? Primer is something that goes on after a base clean. Your base clean is just straight out the shower, guys. Easy as that. Now, for the more kind of like high maintenance among you, you're going to want to exfoliate. And for that, you can use a set of exfoliating brushes or just a scourer over the face, bit of soap, you know, get that kind of like all that gack off of your skin, stuff like that. You don't have to do it for this makeup tutorial. You won't need to, but if you are dressing trad goth, which I'll cover in a later video, you are going to want to do that baseline exfoliating, guys. It will save you time reapplying makeup and stuff like that. It will stick better as well. So for this, we are just going to use a primer. For your starting primers, I would look at just getting yourself an inexpensive one, because you're going to be learning, you're going to be trying it out. There's no point buying an expensive primer. For myself, I will show you, here in the UK, we are going to have different brands. Say if you're out in Europe, I would obviously do your homework, guys. Go online, have a little look on Amazon or eBay or wherever you're heading for your, you know, for your first time and stuff like that, and just look up makeup primers. And there are two different types. There are fixative sprays. Oh no, that's a setting spray. Forget that. That comes later. So you normally you can have a spray-on primer, or you can have like a like a creme or a cream primer. And so for this, I have got myself, I'll show you in the camera because it's a little bit late in the evening sun. So this is Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Anti-Aging, because of course I've got, you know, I'm getting on a bit now, guys. I need to look after my skin a bit more. It doesn't need to be this. This one I know for sure works. It is incredible. This video is not sponsored, guys, by this at all. This is completely tried and tested off of my own back from my own experience. Never gone wrong with this. It is expensive though, guys. So if you're starting out, I would not go for this so much. Try and get yourself a cheaper one if you can. But for those of you who are ahead of the game a little bit and have tried and, you know, failed with different primers in the past, get yourself this one, guys. It will save you time in the long run. Will it get you out of the way of smudges completely? Probably not, but it has more staying power through the day. And, you know, and in fact, what I'll do is I'll do one eye with the primer and I'll do one eye without, and I will smudge both and I will show you the difference. So yeah, so brushes, you got your primer. Next, you're going to need your actual makeup itself. And this comes in a whole range of different forms, guys. Like, it's honestly nuts. There are different color palettes and, you know, bits and bobs like that. Try not to worry about that. Just get yourself a nice well, they come in pans, but this one is obviously in a just in a like a small compact kind of thing. This is Maybelline New York Color Tattoo 24-hour Risk Maker. And this, guys, weirdly I've defaulted to this. I always have. I don't know why, but it seems to do the job and I'm quite happy with it as well. You can get it online at Amazon. You can get it online at eBay, relatively cheap. If you live in the UK, guys, if you're out in Europe, again, you're going to want to check online and see what's about, because you might not get this exact one. But as long as it's just a flat matte black, Maybelline probably, but if not, flat matte black is going to be your go-to. And it's matte for a reason, guys, because the shinier stuff, if you're like me and you're sensitive to shinier things, it's going to look a little bit more feminine if it's shiny. So you're going to just want to go for that nice matte black masculine look in the beginning. Excuse me, my throat. Just going to get a drink a sec and do a lot of talking. Right, okay. So we're going to, so I'm straight out the shower, guys, obviously. Have a shave, exfoliate your skin, get that nice and together and stuff like that. So if I just put this a little bit further up like this. Oh, actually, no, that's a good, yeah. Just pull this back a little bit because it is late in the day and the sun is setting. So it's like that low blinding light. So after you clean, get yourself your primer. You're just going to want to just take a little bit like this. And the really nice thing about primer, guys, is once you've got it on, it will allow for smearing and smudging and stuff like that to be much, much easier. If you're going straight in with the raw makeup, it will make it harder for you. I promise you. You're going to want to get yourself this primer. So to all you guys out there that are just thinking, nah, mate, nah, just go in and just raw, straight in with the makeup, you will rub your eyes sore, my friend. Get yourself some primer on that. So we're going to get in here with a little bit of the primer. This is very well used by myself, but we'll just get a little bit, guys, a little bit. When you buy these, they come in really small containers, really small pots, and you're going to think, oh, this was really expensive, and I've got like a tiny amount. Guys, you only need a pea amount, just a small amount, not even that, like tiny, will do your entire eye. The coverage on this stuff is fantastic, and I think this is like the second one I've ever bought, so, I've been doing this like 3 years. It lasts. So what you're going to want to do, guys, is just come in and just lightly dab over the top of your eye, just like this, all the way around. Just dab, 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 all the way around, guys. And you're going to just want to go like not onto the socket too much. If you do, don't worry about it. Just below it, just like that, all the way around, just like that. Nice. Try and just get that covered all the way around. Perfect. So like I said a minute ago, I'll do one with the primer and one without, and I'll show you the difference. So just take your fingers, just really work it into the eye socket. Close your eye, obviously, guys. Don't go prodding your eye out. And you know, we want to achieve that dead look, but we don't want to be dead to achieve it. So once that's on, time is of the essence because this will start to dry quite quick. So we're going to want to go straight in with our pot here, and I'm going to commit a really cardinal sin here and use a used makeup brush, guys. Don't just get yourself some unscented soap and just a bit of hot water. Get these bad boys nice and clean. It will save you obviously contaminating. And if you're using contact lenses, guys, mega important, make sure your brushes are clean. And to all of you that don't clean your makeup brushes, I'm looking at you guys, because that's really important. You can't cross-contaminate your makeup. Right, straight in, load up the brush, and you're just want to close your eyes, guys. Come straight in, and just dab straight over, like that. Nice and light, straight over. Work your way right down. Don't press directly onto the eye. Just let the bristles make contact. You don't have to smudge it on. And at this point, guys, it's the old makeup routine. It's gonna look terrible before it gets better. Trust me. So, you know, that just tends to be the way these things go. So if you look here, with makeup brushes, traditionally, you're not going to cover as much as quickly. This obviously is a paintbrush, so I'm covering super quick, guys. Once this top lid is done, you're just going to want to just come in, grab your face, guys, bring it down, bring your cheek down, guys, and just underneath the lid, come straight over like that, straight over. Work that little bit in the corner. In the corner of your eyes, guys, try not to overwork it because you have a small hole in your bottom eyelid for the fluid, for your tears, and you're literally going to be packing in makeup into that hole. And what your body will do is it will start pushing tears out of your eye, guys. So try to go careful. If you look really close into your mirror, you will see just a little dot. So try and go just under the waterline, guys. This bit here is called the waterline. Try and just keep it below that. Now you can get extra makeup that will go over the waterline that is designed for that. You can go for that. But for today, we're just doing this. So once that's covered, guys, just start smearing and smudging, just teasing it out. And what we're looking for is we're just looking for a nice gradient smudge, guys. Just a little smudge. There we go. I have quite large sockets, so gonna wanna just go over like that, and then with the lighter edge kind of just being teased out there, you're just going to want to just come in and just tap that out a bit more. And what we're looking for is that gradient from light to dark going into the socket, and that will make our sockets look nice and sunken in slightly. Just like that. And with the primer, guys, like I was saying, because it's nice and oily, when we drag our makeup around the socket, we're going to get that nice even tone, straight round, all the way around, just like that. Just like that. Try not to go right up into your eyebrow. Try and just keep it down from the eyebrow if you can. Don't worry if not. We can go around it later and just you know, just cover it off a little bit. I'm just going to use the light on here a minute and just cover it up a bit. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a line there. That's because, guys, our primer dried too quickly. See, it dried too quickly, and now where I've put it, it's a lot more dense. So when you get that on, guys, you want to try and smear it less when you're applying it, and that will give you like I don't know, like a creamier kind of start. It will dry less quickly if you're dragging it across your face. Just a little bit of a drag across the face next time, I think, just to kind of like. Now, if you're running a bit too wide on your makeup, you can just take a clean finger here and just tap it down, guys. And because we're essentially just like, you know, covering our makeup nice and lightly here, we should be able to get rid of that bit quite quickly. And yeah, once we're okay with our gradients, just like that, a little bit more down here perhaps, a little bit more down here, here we go. So we've got all of these lovely balanced out grey areas, just like that. At the top here, just try and get that gradient going a bit more around the top of the socket, into the eye itself. And what we're looking for is darker in the middle, lighter on the outside. Don't worry too much. This is just a, you know, for example. But for you guys, this is going to be, you know, this is going to be a first time deal for you. So try not to worry too much. You're going to make mistakes as you go. This is obviously because I've been doing it quite a lot longer. I kind of know what I'm looking out for a bit more. Just in the beginning, just get yourself that nice dark bit around the outside. And if it gets messy, guys, don't worry about it. Half of the fun of this kind of style is that you can have it distressed. You can have texture to it with like little points and drips and stuff. There's many different ways that you can wear eyeshadows. So any of the above is all valid. There's no real mistakes that you can make with this. It's incredibly versatile as a look that you can sort of like go for. And it's the quickest one as well. It's the quickest, most effective one. If you don't have a lot of time and you just need to get out somewhere, but you want to have that little bit of a spooky look or whatever, then you've got this as well. Just nice and dab. Okay, great. I think let's just have a little look in the video a minute. Yeah, just sort of down here as well. Like that. Wicked. Up here as well, I guess. But yeah, so there's the general premise. There's your general premise. Now what you can do is, guys, once that's on, and that's pretty well dry now, what you can do is just go in a bit more just over the eye itself and just get that little bit of extra dark. Pay special attention to the corner here where it's naturally going to be darker, and the side you just want to put like just a little dab there as well, guys. Just a tiny bit, a little bit around the ear, around the bottom lid, a little bit around the bottom lid, just like that. Dab, dab, dab. Now, yeah, with that, if you're going in a second time, guys, and you're applying more black, go careful with that corner again, as I mentioned with the tear duct. Just nice and light, nice and light. Don't have to be too aggressive with it. Just nice and light. Okay, and then it's looking like we've got a bit of a line going over here on the socket, so we could just ease that out just a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. There you go, there you go. And now, Another tip, guys, is when you're doing this, and see now I'm using the natural light from the outside, what you're going to want to do is certain types of light when you're putting on makeup doesn't always tell you the truth with what you're putting on. What I mean by that is, once you've put your makeup on and you think that you're all good, save yourself a little bit of time at the end. Go into a artificial lit room, like a bathroom or something like that, and check again in the bathroom mirror. And you will be surprised of the different bits that you've missed from one light source to another. Just, you know, keep that in mind. You know, if you're running a little bit late and you don't have the time for that or whatever, then this is still good. But, you know, yeah. Just dab around, nice and straightforward. Once more, just get that nice sort of. I am a bit of a perfectionist, guys, and I know in the video it's going to be like, oh yeah, but you've just gone over that bit, and it's like, well, I know kind of like what I'm looking out for. So there. Right, okay, straight down in the corner like this. Yeah, lovely. Right, okay. Don't worry if you go over the nose too much. See, careful when you get to the nose, guys, because here on this little bit you have a little bone. This bit's really bony, and what I've noticed is when I'm pulling and pushing and tugging makeup around my face, it gets caught on this little bone, and what can happen is the makeup gets built up and it's really hard to pull it off. So just you know, just go careful with that. And once we're at the top, I think we're probably done. Probably done for this eye. It will take you guys a little bit longer if in the beginning, I mean, obviously you're just going to be just wearing this around the house just so you get used to it. But on that one occasion that you do decide to go out of the house, do your makeup slightly earlier than you think you need to. And that's important because it will save you time not only for mistakes, but it will also mean that if anything goes wrong, you can you know, obviously change it, but it's for like things like fallout. And what I mean by fallout, other than the game, is with certain pans. This one's obviously quite a clay type pan, and I recommend this one, guys, more so than the powdery ones. The powdery ones are an absolute nightmare. They really just are, and I'll show you what I mean. One sec. Keep noticing little bits. Okay, you get the general idea, but yeah. A little bit more down there, a little bit more over there. Sorry. Okay, cool. Right. So that's that eye done. I'll leave that to just sort of settle into, you know, the skin a little bit. It takes a little bit of time. Another tip, and I know that this is really content rich, guys, but just, you know, you can pause, rewind, fast forward, go over it in your own leisure. And this video is already quite long. I did say that it was going to be quite a long video, though, to be fair. The more makeup you put over and over and over and over, the more it will start to crack when it dries. And diminishing returns, guys, with makeup, it really does. If you're packing it on, you're going to get cracks. Skin naturally moves as you know, you're laughing or whatever, and it will start to fall off and crack and stuff like that. Really good makeups don't do that. And for your first time, gents, I would suggest going with a clay, with a more kind of clay-like consistency. Avoid these, guys. Now, if I come over here and show you this, see, now this is a pan. This little guy here is a pan. This was really super expensive. And I got it because I wanted the blackest, inkiest of blacks. And for that, the coverage is really good. However, guys, and buyer beware here, this is a powder, not a clay-based pan. You are going to want a clay-based pan. And what can happen is, with a powder, the fallout is horrendous, guys. This will go everywhere. I don't care how much primer you use. This will go everywhere. And not only is it bad particularly on fallout around the cheek, but if you are wearing contact lenses, this quickly becomes a problem, guys. And it's really hard to manage. So while I will avoid these, guys, powdered pans, avoid. Clay pans, yay. These ones, nay. So forget those. Really expensive as well. Not worth the money. So yeah. So that's, if I just come in a little bit, you can see the gradient here. If I just kind of go over this a little bit. You can see the gradient here that I'm going for. I'm going from like just a nice black all the way up and out of the socket into a more kind of like just a gentle, you know, tone here. Again, with the bottom as well, guys. Just kind of like ease it out. Now, I know that everyone's eyes are obviously different sizes. Some people's eyes are a little bit smaller and stuff like that. Don't worry, just contort, just, you know, work with what you got and go from there. So that eye is done. Let's pop on the other eye. What I'm gonna do, guys, is same process as before, but I'm just gonna pause the video and whack on the other side. So in the interest of time, you're not waiting another 30 minutes. Okay, guys, back. So here we are. So this is the finished little look that you're going to be looking for. So this eye obviously is with the primer, and this eye is without the primer. So if I just, I've had enough time now to sort of like, you know, obviously let it set. So if I just go like that. Oh, wait, hold on. Clean my hand first. Actually. So with a relatively clean finger. So if I just come over and just smear it. So we get a little bit, guys. If I just sort of like show you there, tiny bit. But if I come in with the other finger and just go over it, you can tell, guys. Yeah, that's much harder. I'd say that's still not as much. And the way that you put on your makeup, guys, as well, obviously matters. Put it on in smaller layers if time will allow. Small layers, and then layer it up as you go. And that will obviously allow it for just, you know, just sitting on the skin just that little bit stronger. And obviously, yeah. So it with the primer, it works way better. You get more staying power. Not only just for like how the makeup ages on the face over the rest of the day, and you will notice what with the sweat and stuff like that. Once that starts going on the makeup, guys, it will start to come like quite blotchy. Bits will kind of like coagulate a little bit and like bunch together and stuff like that. And over the time, it really becomes noticeable if you've worn primer or not. So there you go. There's my rant about primer over. Get it. You won't regret it. You'll use it every time you do your makeup. And so yeah, guys, that's about it for obviously doing it. So the effect, guys, is quite dramatic. It's quite a go. Again, guys, try not to worry too much about like mess, stuff like that. It's a given. You're gonna be new, fresh to this and all of that. Just allow for it to just sort of like, you know, become a thing, and over time you'll find new ways. This is obviously just, you know, a nice quick introduction. Well, I say quick, it's 30 minutes long, but a quick-ish introduction to makeup, putting it on, stuff like that. And just general tips and tricks. There is one other thing, guys, that you are gonna need, and that is some makeup wipes. Get yourself some unperfumed makeup wipes. You can get some from any supermarket, you know, that's close by or whatever. And what you're going to want to do is just try not to rub at it. Just get yourself one out and just pop it over the eye and allow for the makeup to just sort of like, you know, get off, you know, naturally onto the wipe just by pressing it on. And then once it's soaked into the skin, it'll come off much easier. If you're rubbing at it, you'll get it raw. It's you know, any unperfumed makeup wipe, guys, you know, the better, you know. And yeah, that's about it for that. So side notes, guys, obviously if you have any thoughts, queries, questions, leave them in the comments section down below, guys. I'll pour over those as and if they come in, and I can troubleshoot with you guys alongside if you need it, you know, just extra tips and tricks. Just let me know what worked for you, what didn't work for you. And also, if you want to see any future makeup tutorials or tips or tricks like that in the future coming back, just let me know. And for sure, I'll look into them. And if a lot of people want to see that, then I can add it into the next video as well. There are lots of other things, guys. This is obviously just a start. And if you're looking at getting into the Gothic subculture, then makeup is something that is just going to just at some point become a thing. The more you get on board with that, the more you kind of just experiment in your own time, at your own pace, at your own leisure, the more comfortable you'll come to obviously not only wearing it around the house and stuff, but when the time comes, wearing it out in public and stuff like that. If you're at the page where you've worn it around the house a lot, you're kind of comfortable, you've gotten over the whole, you know, exposure therapy to seeing your face, you know, plastered with makeup or whatever like that, and you're ready to go out, stick close by to begin with, because it can be quite intimidating, not only for you, but for people that you come into contact with. Try leaving it a little bit later in the day. Go to stores at quieter times. Maybe, you know, leave it in the afternoon, so like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening or whatever. Get yourself down to your local store off peak times, and you know, that would just get you used to being in an open setting, few people around, no big deal, and you can go from there. Test as you go, guys. Slowly ease into it. If you're the sort of person that wants to dive bomb into it, you know, it's going to be a shock for you, it's going to be a shock for people around you, you know, just test the water every step of the way. You will get resistance, guys. It's unfortunately just a thing with people. You will find someone, if you don't, great, absolutely amazing, but more often than not, you may find some people that will object to it, that will have strong opinions about the way you look. And really, ultimately, guys, it's about your journey of self-expression and your individuality and your independence as well. And that's what matters at the end of it, because people come and people go. And at the end of the day, the only person that you're left with, guys, when all's said and done, is you. That is the only person that you can fall back on, rely on, ultimately, is yourself. So your own exposure, your own, you know, self-growth, and your own, you know, progression with this is the only thing that's important at the beginning. Tackle that first. Get yourself comfortable, and the rest will follow, guys. I promise you. Absolutely, it will. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and those are some of the things that that stuck with me the most. But it's a shared thing, guys. It's not something that you are just solely going through. If you find yourself fearful of the opinions of others around you, then this is probably going to be, you know, a lot harder, and you're going to need to scale back those steps even more. Don't even start with eye makeup. Just start maybe with a nail or two. Just paint those. And guys, don't worry. You don't have to add makeup at all if you don't need to. This is very much just a specific part of the Gothic subculture that people like to partake in. It doesn't infringe on you at all. If you don't want to wear makeup, if you're allergic to makeup, not a problem. Just listen to the music. It's all good, guys. It's absolutely all good. And no one can call you out for being a poser or just fitting in or whatever. I would say that if you're gonna run with the flock, it's nice to dip your toe into makeup, guys. It is. If you're gonna jump in, it's nice to look the part, but no one's gonna judge you. I'd be surprised if anyone in the culture judged you based on the fact that you weren't wearing makeup. And if they do, they're probably gatekeeping. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you need any more tips, tricks, just hit me up on in the messages, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it steady. See you soon.